Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Quest. I am your host, Hunter, and in today's episode, it's quest mode activated. You guys like greenhouse tours? So do I, and so do my friends here. I got Moses, Jacobe, Tadayoshi, and Tadayoshi, straight from Tokyo, baby, and we're headed down to a top secret location that I'm not gonna tell you where it is. You're just gonna get to see it. It's beautiful, but we're gonna go look at some plants. It's plant shenanigans. I don't know what the day holds, but you know what? I have shouted him out once before in a video, and I'm gonna shout him out again. Cactus Dan Man, what's up, dude? You suggested several times that I go see Stevem Hammer. The one thing I do know today is that we are going to see Stevem fucking Hammer, baby. How's it taste?
Sweet. Tastes pink.
Oh, dude. All right, here we go. Hello. How are you? What do we have? Gymnos, parodias, nodocactus. Fuck yes. Well, this almost looks like Astrophytum mysterious Kiko. Look at that, doesn't it?
It does.
Dude, look at the variety of different, like, spine color on these here. The new growth. Wow. And then you got like this flat of red spined, what I can only assume are mellow cactus. Although I'm really not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like to me. Not a tag on the whole bunch. I feel relatively confident in saying that this is
Libivia.
I feel, I mean, you know.
It's neat to see the variations in spine though. That one, the one you have in your hand is pretty crazy though.
Yeah. Cool mammillaria with a bizarre flower. Mammillaria senelis. And these grow, I've seen photos of these in habitat. They grow up in the mountains. Kind of foresty areas, if my memory serves me correct. So this is the stock greenhouse, which basically means that this is all their mother plants.
That's cool.
And if you come over here, watch your step. It's a little muddy.
Yeah, it's muddy.
There's some cool stuff over here.
Yeah, you money?
Yeah, dude, look at these in flower too.
Those are Kerali and Anaguensis.
Yeah, dude.
It can be grafted, but very old. Nani?
Did you know that Ubomanias could become semi-columnar?
That's crasters. Ooh, huge.
Huge.
One head. Yeah.
Look at this thing, man. You think it should be in a little bit of a bigger pot?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I would say that's bonsai.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
And see the barking. It's also good.
I know, that thing is enormous,
Yeah.
bro. This one is gorgeous. The structure of that plant. Oh wow, those are all in that same pot. That's crazy.
So same.
Yeah, the head on this, if you get the rib structure here, is
Yeah.
out of control beautiful. Same here, and this one.
Sorry, I'm jumping around so fast. It's just so much to look at.
Oh,
Get that one out of it?
yeah, let's take a. This is Copiapoa cinerea. What would you say? Would you say just cinerea or?
Yeah, I suppose so. The single spine.
Single spine, white wool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is really something.
Normally, when you got an alba, you'll see a lot more, or the gigantea, you see a lot more.
Just walk up there and go, can I buy this?
It's not really buying it. If
Can
you're
I-
putting in a better pot,
can
isn't
I
it
buy this?
rescuing?
Yeah, rescuing.
Dude, these are really nice. And these are like some of the, That's classic right there, dude.
How long have you kept this watching specimen? How long have you keep watching this specimen?
I've been coming here, I think, for about 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I've watched a lot of these. Sadly, like, not do so well. Yeah. But it, it's this is a legendary place. Look at this.
How many heads?
Well, let's ask our in-house mathematician 21 Savage. How many heads is that?
16 divided by 4.
It's a lot.
Square root of
It's a lot.
37 times 8.
Look at this one's like screaming.
42 heads.
Oh, so heavy.
Is that the formula? You're like, let's see. Okay, we carry the 3. Look at this.
Look at the Albessa.
It's interesting. What's
Yeah.
going on with this one here? These markings?
That's Manning.
Is it body shaving if you call it a base of fat?
No, it's dude.
Yeah, what happened there?
Wow.
Undoubtable.
That is plants of lore. Dude. Oof. It's there's still, you see a lot of these plants and a lot of them are really beautiful, but it is crazy to see all the, look at that.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Next to a dead one. What a shame.
And the baby?
Poor baby.
Poor baby, dude. Baby needs some new shoes.
Where did it go and what was the orientation? You went here.
Yeah.
Orientation was like this,
Yep,
right?
that was it.
All right.
That's what it was.
How long?
2 years from seed.
2 years from seed? So fast? 2 decades? It should be 2 decades.
2 decades.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Insane.
It's hard to even stop and look at each one when there's this many.
Yeah.
Like it really is a little like,
Overwhelming?
yeah, to say the least. Befuddling. More here.
It's like a symmetrica.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Albeza. It's kind of the hybrid.
I think it's that big old Areocarpus right there.
Oh. Are you sure they still actively harvest seeds from this collection?
Yeah, they do. I know the guy that does it. He
really?
recently took over. But yeah, they definitely do.
Stay active.
Holy hell. All right. On to the next. How you doing? So we're currently in a stock house at a nursery that's been here for ages, let's just put it that way. And a lot of the plants that are in this stock house, a lot of the mother plants were plants that were in the original collection of a guy from the area named Jurgen Menzel. And he was an explorer, went out, found plants and habitat, brought back mother plants, grew them from seed, and so a lot of seed, a lot of cuttings, and a lot of the, he's responsible for most of the Turbidicarpus species that are available in cultivation in the United States. So to be in this greenhouse is something that's actually spectacular. So Moses and I are gonna kind of just nerd out. And right here you've got, you don't see stuff like this. You know, seeing a flat of plants, okay, sure, you see it. Flat's a cactus, you see it. But I mean, this is a flat of
Amazingness.
Turbidicarpus jauregii, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
And the variation of color, the variation of spine growth.
And this is a plant that grows in central Mexico. I believe San Luis Potosí, if I'm not mistaken.
San Luis Potosí, it is.
You know what it grows alongside? Areocarpus.
Good taste.
Dude, I mean, bro. I mean, it's on graft. Hey, just so you guys know, for all you graft haters out there, hate on that. Okay? Hate on that, dude, because this, how could you possibly?
You can't, dude. Makes me want a grafted area.
Look at these.
Look at this. Look at. Just jump over. What else grows in Mexico?
Yeah, that's actually, you know, so here's the cool thing is, that is Astrophytum myriostigma cohuilens. I'll bet you anything. And you know how we know why I feel comfortable saying that? Compared to that, no, not even the ribs, but that is part of it. But just take a look. Let's look at this one. Look at it closely. It's my fault, huh? Okay, so you look at the trichomes. See the speckles, right? They're pretty clean on the edges. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's jump over here with Jacobe in the background. So you see how these are like really shaggy?
Yeah.
That's sort of a
Giveaway.
characteristic. That's a morphological characteristic, let's put it.
I also look into the ribs.
Okay.
When you're looking for them. As you can see, like it's really smooth. You don't see those indentation ribs.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Cohuilensis
okay.
has,
So you're talking about like, you can see it more
yeah,
here.
You can
that
see it
kind
more
of like
pronounced. Exactly.
the streaking along the rib. Okay, cool, yeah. And then of course,
what
if
I'm
they were in
looking for.
flower, that'd be a dead giveaway. And this, we are currently in Denmark, by the way. Just so you guys know.
Amsterdam to be exact. So.
Somewhere, I forgot. We're blindfolded by the Albanian mafia.
And you got to see this new hybrid that's going to be hitting the market soon.
Yeah, this is, what is it?
Jutephora?
Jutephora, but what was the species? Hold on, wait a second, dude, my ADD's kicking in. Look at that purple quad over there, dude. Look at the purple quad right there. Yeah. Dude, right in front of you. That one right there.
You can't concentrate on one plant in here, dude.
I know. Somebody commented on one of the last videos that I moved the camera around too fast.
Look at this. I'm sorry, but you have this. Look at Geoantonia mexicana.
Do you see what we're looking at when we're trying to look past?
You're trying to, yeah. Look at that flat. Look at these two flats. Can you imagine? Oh.
I mean, this is like a legendary place. Legendary place.
I think we've been in here 6 hours and we've seen just one section.
Look at these, man. So
look
pretty.
At the color variation. Look at the color growth. Look how some pup. Look how some spiral. The form.
And just the color, like the color. So these are looking at like a powdery blue, right? See that? Like a silky green.
So look how this one's spiraling.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that.
Wizachi form, possibly?
Yeah.
Do you have a preference between, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold on, right there. Look down, Jacobe, look down.
Oh, dude.
No. This whimsical marauder, dude. Look at the ribs on this thing, man.
Comparison.
I don't know.
Well.
See, this is how it goes. So, as I was saying over there a moment ago, somebody had mentioned to me recently in one of the videos or put a comment, and I read the comments. I don't get to respond to all of them as much as I wish I could, but I love y'all. Don't stop leaving them. But somebody mentioned that I moved the camera around too fast and it made them dizzy. You see what we're looking at. It's hard to not get distracted when everywhere you look is the craziest thing you ever saw. So I hear you. I'm trying to move it slower, trying to find my zen, trying to do it. But it's tough because you see, it's really easy to get distracted and jump around when you're looking at one thing and then you glance over and out of the corner of your eye, you see something like this. Just what do you do?
That is probably, if not one of the rarest cactus to exist in the United States. The fact that it died with Jurgen, and not a lot of people know that what this is. So this is the Galapagos.
It's one that grows in the lava.
Yeah, it's also it's called
Brachyceres
necroteus. I could be wrong. I have a very small piece that I got from one of the mother plants. It's on its own roots, but because the main mother plant rotted from Jurgen. So when they split them up, the main head that was on it rotted out, but the two buds are on there. And I don't want to move it. I don't want to touch it. These
are all, I'm sure, Jurgen's.
Yeah, yeah. This is, if we came to see anything, from the fact that we got to see it, touch it, photograph it, it's impressive because again, you don't see this in cultivar. You don't see this in the trade.
No.
You very rarely, it's going to be a while before we see that again. Sorry, I'm just keeping.
No, you're 100% on it though. That's true.
The fact that it comes from the Galapagos and it grows on just pure lava. Like there's no organic material where this thing's coming up from. And if you ever seen them, there's such a big gradient in color.
Making some seed here, dude. Hey, check this out, bro.
Coming. Excuse me, buddy.
Strombo cactus,
Oh,
Corregadore. I might be butchering the way that's said. But this,
Corregadore.
and did talk about jumping from one to another that is not common in the trade. A lot of people, you'll find, it's even still kind of hard to come by, Disciformis.
Yeah.
But this one is really not heavily available.
Look at that.
Everybody wish them luck and pray for good
seed.
seed haul.
Lilliputiana. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was from here. Wait a minute.
Look
It's
at-
doing something funky here. Wait, are these two attached? Oh no.
No.
You see, they grow. Look at that Lilliputiana.
Blasfeldia.
The smallest cactus in the world,
It is
In
the
bloom.
smallest cactus in the world.
and it's in bloom. Look at how crazy that is.
What a bizarre, look at that. Look at how it's like one massive clump and like there's like huge, like that main head, look how,
That's crazy. It all fused.
It's like a goiter,
it's all
dude.
fused in here.
yeah, what an interesting looking plant. Wow. That's beautiful. Look at these, dude. The purple boys?
I thought you were looking at the turbines right in front of you. They're purple too.
Yeah, dude. And look at that.
What
So
species
far.
is that? This turbine
Pelasgiae?
Pelasgiae?
Clinkerianus. I think it's Clinkerianus Pelasgiae, if
Then
I'm
you
not
know
mistaken.
what? I was mistaken. Then I have Pelasgiae. I don't have the other one. You missed this. Look at the Azteciums. This looks like Ritterite, but that looks like Hintonite. That's Hintonite right there. That's Hintonite.
Yeah, that's nice. Dude, whoa.
Oh,
Gymnocalycium, what, Cardinasium?
Cardinasium.
Wow. Holy crap, dude.
Cardinasium.
God, those spines have got to be like 4 or 5 inches long. Here's another one. Variation. Look at the wavier spines. Ow.
Oh,
Wavier spines, and then straighter spines there.
probably one of the most one of the most difficult cactus to grow, right?
This?
Yeah, for me it is.
I would say probably difficult to grow pretty,
Yeah, there you go.
you know? Although that's, even with its hideousness, that one is actually kind of nice. Like, look at that. It's not bad. Definitely not bad.
Albicuri. Look at this Albicuri. What was you saying about the Albicuri that we missed?
No, you were saying that the one I have was I have like
you have the
the
green
color,
one. Yeah.
and I was saying it's like a particular clone. I think it's like a Mark Dimmitt clone.
Which is about not quite 10 trays. But in total, yeah, so you can mix and match and get whatever you want.
Oof. Maybe will sell this to me, dude.
2014. This is Columna alba, but
If we have quantity of
I think a little bit more cinerea.
Yeah. Here we are again. So I asked to buy that plant, and I was told no, of course. I was told no. I was told no delightfully, though, and that's fine, you know. In my years, I used to be a salesman. I guess I still sell things, but I used to be a salesman before I did all this stuff. And, you know, one thing that I always prided myself on is that I could take a no as graciously as I could take a yes. It hasn't changed, and I just go in expecting. It's a little different, though, because now when I ask for the sale, I'm asking to buy, and I expect to be told no. Before, I was asking for them to buy, and I was expecting to be told yes. Things change, but that's okay.
Come here, let me show you this real quick.
What is this? What are you gonna show me?
So you have Aztecium, right? Hintonite.
Right, size of a
What's-
grapefruit.
Yeah. What's really cool, it's right next to all these Geohantonia mexicana, right? In nature, this is how you find them. They're neighbors. They're always growing together, which is really cool to see in cultivar that they're right next to each other, right? It's just kind of a cool.
We have a lot of difficulty getting seed off of geo to geo.
Oh, really?
So I use the Aztec to
Promote, yeah, bump it. That's really.
Pro tip out there, so let's say you have something that you only have one of and you want to make seed of it, go ahead and pollinate it with something else. And sometimes just the mere fact of it getting pollinated will stimulate seed production. And this is a trick that has been taught to me by several growers, and it was just reminded to me again by a fine man growing these beautiful plants telling me, no, I can't buy them. A fine man indeed, though.
Cavaroides,
Is it Clavarioides?
Clavarioides, also known as like dead man fingers. So sometimes you'll see them hanging over like this, right? And they get these they look like little fingers, the zombie dead man. So they call them dead man fingers. Cactus, pretty cool.
There you go.
Here, this is the place is modern Disneyland.
Yeah, dude.
For us.
Yeah, same for me, bro. Same for me. What about you, bro? Have you been to a spot like anything like this before?
No, it was crazy. Like, just everywhere you look is something new.
It's overwhelming, huh?
Yeah, like better than any cactus show.
Good times.
Amazing times.
We're a third of the way through the day.
That's it, just 1/3.
We're about to drop the hammer now.
Yeah, hammer now.
It's hammer time.
Hammer time. Hammer time.
Can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Oh man. When it comes to the plants of South Africa, specifically the conophytums, the lithops, the titanopsis, and all of the plants that fall within the Azoaceae, there is one man who is a legendary expert, one of the foremost experts on the planet in conophytum, who is Stevem Hammer. He's written a number of books on the topic, ranging from conophytum, lithops to titanopsis, and has been into the plants as a hobby since he was a young child. So for me to be able to facilitate the meeting of Stevem Hammer with Tadayoshi Kono, the succulentist, who has also been into the genus Conophytum since he was about 15 years old. For me, this is a great honor. And Tadayoshi Kono is also an author who has put out this absolutely fantastic, beautiful book. It's in Japanese, so I can't read it, but that's fine because it's so picturesque and it's focused on the art of staging your plants to mimic the beautiful way that these plants look in their natural environments. And so to be able to get to bear witness to these guys in their first meeting, it's just a really special moment in succulent history, and I'm happy to share it with you guys, so I hope you enjoy.
So it's a different one.
Oh, there are many kinds of Comptonia.
Oh, these are Chris?
And you see, like there's this type, which is the big kind.
It's not a hybrid? Or...
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's big form.
It's very big.
Yeah. Oh, there's bigger forms.
Yeah.
And they're real Comptonia. They're not the hybrid with obcord, which is also true.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens. And some Comptonia populations have very, very tiny bodies.
Yeah, this is
those.
typical. This is very typical. Chris type is very typical.
You see, that's a quote-unquote real one. This is a natural hybrid one.
Oh, that's natural?
Yeah, you see this.
I'll go down.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But
Right. They grow together.
Try to pollinate or
Oh, yeah.
from habitat.
Oh, this is a collected
this
cutting.
combination.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
No, they grow right together. Here's the Comptonia, here's the obcords.
We also artificially make the same combination, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this is from nature, right?
Nature,
Okay.
yeah. It's the only one
cool.
I've got. This is from
Very
wild seed too.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful form.
How old is it? 2 or 3?
Other than the fungus,
It's about 3 years old.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a sick plant. It's got fungus on it. It's not happy. Do you know Stenandrum?
Yes, syndrome.
Beautiful thing.
Oh my God.
Looks like a giant Comptonia.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
They're related.
body color is very. It's a whitish. It's like
Yeah, like
Comptonia.
silvery. Yeah, silvery, beautiful.
Yeah, it's
thing.
silver, right?
looks much more like Comptonia, actually.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
a different.
Different collection.
Oh,
yeah.
it's from Garius. It's the Garius. Oh.
They're both around Garis.
It's a very low quality,
It's
local, right?
Localized, yeah, for about 20 Ks.
So interesting. Yeah. What's this species? It's a Chauvinia, right?
Chauvinia, yeah. Yeah, there are many weird
I have
Chauvinias.
the
You have a nice one in your
same
photos.
one. And oh, you check it?
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, right. This is from Kobayashi.
Uh,
Yeah, years ago I got the Chaubinii from Mr. Kobayashi. I suppose this is the same.
He probably had it from me years ago because I can't think where else he would have had it. Not many people had it. It was actually rare, and nobody cared about it because people don't care about the
It's
purple
a
bilos
kind
very
of
much.
the birubam. It's very.
It's a
pretty.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's
I
a very
love it.
pretty.
And especially when it looks like
yeah,
this.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that was found by Mr. Wagner,
Bergner?
Gerhard Wagner.
Oh, Gerhard.
Yeah, and you see
Marx.
that's the one with the
Different from Marx.
yeah. Gerhard Wagner. You see with the beautiful red nose.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's like a Santa Claus.
Yeah. He's drunk.
Yeah, he's right.
Drunk Santa Claus is worse. Rudolph got drunk too.
Where is this from?
A place called Blesberg,
Brestbell.
which is by Nuvarus. Any nice forms. Yeah, sometimes they're very. Look at this one, very tiny one.
It's tiny indeed.
Charming little guy.
Charming. It's more smooth.
More smooth than that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes more. And that was published as a monolaria and as a mitrophyllum and as a conophyllum. I don't think it's any of those. I think it belongs in its own genus. My own reaction to it. Anyway, this is a good example of it.
That's
Now,
typical.
It's a beautiful plant. Now, if you
It rarely takes time, years to flowers, right?
oh yes. Look at the number of internodes. Well, this plant is 45 years old.
45.
Yeah.
So, but at least 20 years is necessary, right?
For flowering,
suppose.
maybe 10.
10 is okay.
10 is, well, it depends. Anyway, the point I was
any
showing
other
Hunter,
types?
okay, here's some
They're
more
all the same.
seedlings. This is a lovely one too.
You'll see the piles of the dead.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, now, but
So each one of those little nodes,
is a
Yeah,
year.
the
like
one
like
year.
okay.
Yeah, it's like a great growth thing. If you cross that one with this rangy one, you get this
Oh,
one.
really? I never seen this.
Oh wow.
And that's one of my favorite hybrids.
You
It's-
ordered this
yeah,
from
yeah.
Mesa Garden?
Oh no.
No?
It's I made it here.
Oh,
It's
really?
It's a wild thing, and it has a very beautiful flower.
Oh, really?
bigger
it's
than
more
that.
red?
A reddish purple. Very nice thing. Easy to grow,
Yeah, looks so.
quite easy to flower.
But how about the cutting, the looting?
I'm sure it would work. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I haven't tried it, but you can. Well, actually, this one is rather difficult to root.
Yeah, I think so.
It-
I tried,
slow.
but only seedling.
That's also globosa.
Oh, typical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
see.
different collection. That's another one.
It's, I can see the
See,
finished flower.
yeah, it's a big seed pod.
Yeah. It's ripened?
Yeah,
you
that
tried?
one I crossed with that dicrocolon.
Oh,
see
really?
the purple flowers there?
Yeah, it would be great.
That's the dicrocolon. Yeah, so it's an interesting plant.
That's so interesting. I love this.
Yeah, I love the old leaves, the old
Yeah.
big fat leaves. Yeah. Currently, that species
Mayerly?
is placed in that genus. That's Mesembryanthemaceae. I don't like that combination myself, but that's where it lives legally. I mean, officially on paper.
Such big, right?
No, that tends to be
I
smallish.
never
yeah.
seen that.
Is there a difference between Page A with and without the red lips? Or just some have it and some don't?
That's a complicated question. You get some populations where they're mixed. You get some population where they never, ever have red.
Okay.
Well, for example, this one. Now, this is Namibian, and I would be utterly shocked to find one with a red ring.
Okay.
But on the other hand, nothing would shock me, if you know what I mean, because
I do, yeah.
these occur on a particular kind of rock, but these also are Namibian. That's on a particular kind of sandstone, and look at them; they're all red. No, I did these. I took and what about those? See, that's 300 kilometers away from those. Obviously different
The
body
body
color.
color is also red.
Pardon me?
The body color is also
Yes, right. Red
red.
on
So
the
here,
sides.
the
right,
body is
not-
green,
yes.
but only lips.
Only lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dressing.
And typically people prefer the red lips, but there are ones with much redder lips than that. I've seen photographs. I don't actually grow them. I know about them, but don't have them. I mean, this one has red lips too.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Little tiny red lips.
Oh, yeah.
Cute little thing. But this is in the middle area.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this one never, ever. Look,
Oh.
no red, absolutely nothing. Just can't do it. Doesn't have the gene.
Also from Namibia?
No. That one actually doesn't have a habitat. That's kind of a fake.
Ah,
It's a hybrid I made.
gotcha.
But it's a hybrid of a hybrid of a hybrid. So the hybridity is kind of purged.
Okay.
If I could put it that way.
I always.
Oh yeah, that's a horrible problem. The main difference. Okay, well first you have to decide.
Yes, this is typical breve.
That's a good brevy. Okay,
mm,
it's a long fissure,
Yeah.
which is a little bit raised, and a very short flower,
Oh.
which tends to be brownish
brownish.
or wood color or reddish. Not. You almost never find a brevy with a big golden flower like a pagey. And that's true.
Brownish.
More brownish, funny color. Typically small body. Here's obviously these are nice little brevies.
Yeah.
But it's true that if I handed you this and handed you this, it seems pretty weak to say, "Ooh, this is pagey, this is brevy."
I see.
And what's the difference? And this one doesn't even have a long fissure. You see?
Oh, I see.
It doesn't have a red fissure either.
Should be red,
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, but it doesn't know that. You know, what about those? What are you going to call things too? And that's not the real Youngian.
So this is the very rare in finding. It said Youngie, so after Mr. Young.
Andy Young.
Andy Young.
It's very rough, you see, and very soft and very funny.
How old is this?
Oh, 10 years old.
It's seldom divided.
No, it'll divide.
Oh, really?
In fact, it's better if you chop it up.
Oh.
All those things are better if you chop them up. But let me show you another one.
Oh, right.
Difficult to get them to get past their really tiny stage, but then once they're at this stage, they're as well.
Oh, show them those the seedling. See, there's the young bud.
Oh, right?
Yeah, see, it always flowers in April.
Oh.
Yeah, it's April flower
Oh, yeah?
every year.
Well, this is still, how to say, juvenile, right? Yeah, this. Oh, even this size kind of flower.
Yeah, oh yeah. And probably that one too. And that one
yeah.
too. Yeah, it's a lovely little plant. A very soft little funny thing. It's going to blush, you know.
There we go. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's great. It's a seedling.
How old is that?
14 months. Well, no, well, it was sown in
The lesson.
end
2
of
years.
November of
It's 16
2021.
months.
Yeah.
16 months.
It's first.
Kono, take a microphone, sir. So, we got our bellies full. We got some burgers. You know, we went and saw what a cheeseburger was all about at In-N-Out, and now we are making the pilgrimage back to the northernmost part of Southern California, Los Angeles County. So, for you coming here from Japan with your focus, I overheard, by the way, you've been growing Conophytum for 15 years?
Yeah, why not?
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah, it's long time.
So this is like, this is the first time you met Stevem Hammer.
Yeah.
Well, you met him at the show the other day.
In person, it's the first time right now.
What was this like for you today to get to come here and meet Stevem Hammer, get to
Yeah. it's
geek
dream-
out with him looking at your book?
You know, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a, you know, the Stevem Hammer is a legend in the world.
Yeah.
If you write conophytum or plant and the succulent here how to say that he is a person of the book. Yeah. And when I started the succulent growing, I had the book of Stevem Hammer, and for example the book about the lithophores, and then I got the conophytum,
Right.
and every day I saw it. I saw the pages and everything in my head, and after the 15 years ago, after 15 years later, today, I finally met him and talked in person.
Right.
And I was so excited. And why not the greenhouses? The book is in the greenhouses, you know.
Right.
And no
So
way.
you're getting to
Yeah.
see plants that you saw in the
Yeah,
book,
this is
and
it,
you're
this
and
is
then
it,
and then
this
to
is
be able
it,
to
this is
talk to him
it.
about it.
Yeah, and you see that he is a very calm and a good person,
Yeah.
and intelligent, and respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's to keep the collection and to keep the data as well with all the plants, and you know, to have the plants all have a story,
Yeah, story.
and to have somebody be able to walk through the greenhouse like that
Yeah.
and go, oh well, this one, and there's a story for every single one, and it's like right there, all in
Yeah,
the mental
in there.
tapestry, you know. It's really cool.
And he said, every plant has a story.
Right.
The people as well.
Right.
Yeah, he said today.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more. I mean, yeah, my buddy Kevin said it. It's like in a video a long time ago that the plants are awesome, but like the people that come along with it make them it's all the stories and all that make it so much more rich, you know, all that provenance of knowing, to be able to have him tell you, yeah, this plant, well, this one grows here, and so then if you look at this form of the same species which grows 30 kilometers north of it, you can see there's slight differences. I mean, that's
the differences.
right. I mean, this
Yeah.
is like there's not many other hobbies that where the people
Yeah, something
are so accessible,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to do that. I mean, that's kind of how I felt when I got to go to Woody's, man. You know, when I got to go to Woody's house and I got to stay with him and I got to like talk with him and go through his collection and hear those same stories about many of the plants that he has.
And every plant has a story.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
he picks one up and he's gonna tell you, oh, this came from this seed that I saved, and this is how I acquired this plant, or the lineage of the plant. And that information is so cool, especially when you're buying these plants or you're collecting these plants and you're staging the plant, and you have the backstory that goes along with it. It wasn't just something you picked up at a show.
Right.
It wasn't just something that you got at your buddy's house. It has a story.
Right.
And you save these plant tags, right? These plant tags that are written since 1991.
Right.
And you have the history of the plant. Oh, that makes it so much worth it.
So I just I showed you a little bit. I mentioned it to you guys earlier. You know, I shot a video yesterday in my greenhouse where I unboxed plant mail that I got from a friend of mine in Kansas City, and these are plants that he grew from seed, that he grew after being inspired to grow from seed because of my How to Grow Cactus from Seed Sowing video. So I got all that he gave me, handwritten tags for all the plants, the date they were sown, the date that they were repotted for the first time, and then I put a tag in there of who they came from and when I got them and when I potted them up. So they all have they're all part of that. And so those plants will forever have a story. You know, those will be plants that I will be excited, even if I have nicer, larger versions of most of them. But those are 10 times more special because of that personal connection. That, as Stephen mentioned, this is very emotional, and it's that emotional connection, like that passion and that inspiration that are all attached to those plants. It's more than just a beautiful photosynthetic beet.
You talked a little bit about what Stephen said with locality, right? When he's doing these pollination, these cross pollinations, and we take like Noltii, for example, and how he has a specific region of Noltii seed that he wants to use to cross, and I think that's amazing. I think that's really like inspirational to be able to get the correct form from habitat, so that you get a plant that looks like that grows in habitat rather than just a crossing of Noltii. So
this is why growing from seed and keeping track of where the plants came from and having that collection data is so important, so that the genetics of the plants are preserved, so that 50 years from now somebody can still actually say, yes, this is actually this. Not just, well, it looks like that. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. You went to Tony Marino's house. Tony Marino has a hybrid aloe he grows that it's like an Erinaceae hybrid. One of the parents is Erinaceae, and the other parent was purchased as Erinaceae, looks just like Erinaceae, flowers just like Erinaceae, but it is not. It's a hybrid of Erinaceae, and I forget what the other thing is, but the genetics of Erinaceae dominate the plant, so morphologically it appears like Erinaceae. Where you see the difference is it's a latent morphological characteristic that only becomes prevalent in the offspring. And so when you get seedlings, they no longer look like Erinaceae. So whatever it is, the F2 seedlings of those plants look way, way different. And that's purely due to not keeping track of things, open pollination, not separating, and not keeping those genetics pure. Yeah.
But I've never seen like even a collection with plants that size ever, so I was just in awe the whole time. Yeah, it was crazy seeing like the first place that we went to, how like there's so many old plants that are like obviously they've been taken care of for so long, and there's some that were just like straight skeletons.
Yeah.
Like
there's a few places I've been where you're like essentially walking through the bones of a dead nursery, you know what I mean?
Like a graveyard.
Yeah, but there's still like it's interesting because this is it's really bizarre.
Yeah, like at what point did that happen, or like what caused that?
What's crazy is we'll go back there someday, and you'll go, oh God, I remember that plant. Oh, that was really on its last leg last time I was here, and look at it's doing much better now. Or, I was trying to be positive, but or it could be the opposite. You go back, you're like, because that has been the case for me, dude. Like some of those big Ubelmanias, I've watched some of those, dude, just
shrink down,
just crumble, dude. And you're like, oh, and they won't sell it. Yeah, it's interesting to see that like some things you don't even realize could get as big as they do.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh Jesus, that's what that does. Yeah. That's nice.
Multi-daily, you walk into the greenhouse and you stare at the same plants, and you try to see if you see something new every day. It's just the same plant.
Well, it's good because that way when you walk into the greenhouse, like if you have that kind of a visual relationship with them, you walk in and if something's wrong with one of them, you notice it. It's like you have like a preternatural sense and be like, what? Wait, whoa, why you look like that? And then you go and investigate.
Yeah. They'll tell you if they're happy. They'll tell you if they're sad, or if they need water, whatever. It's as long as you're walking in that greenhouse and really, giving your all into the plants, I think you'll do good, right?
And if you listen close enough, you know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you that, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the end of the video. Really appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you go follow OG Moses Go follow Enchanted Cactus. Of course, definitely go follow my man Tadayoshi, the succulentist, on Instagram. Go cop some surface sand and a book, and you stage your plant up in my pot. Subscribe, like, comment, share, post it in your Reddit forums. Come on, let's just get it going out there let's get it going, baby.
Get it popping.
Thank you. Peace.